Alright, everybody. Hello. This is the beginning of what I'm calling the iNVADER series, hence the stream title. There's an archetype in this game called iNVADER, and the whole idea of this is going to be to make a new character, and I won't ever play the campaign, like whatever story is laid out for that character. I'm not gonna ever play that. What I'm gonna do is world hop into other people's joinable worlds and be invading theirs, getting all of the tools and experience and weapons and all of that stuff through other people's worlds, and see how far I can get, because as you can see on screen now, I got 90 hours of playtime in with this character. I have a lot I have a lot of stuff unlocked and a lot of stuff found, but like looking at other people's worlds, like in the join someone over here section, there's stuff that I still haven't seen. This game got recommended to me by Wreck-It Rogue, and started playing it and became absolutely addicted to it. It is a good game. So no, I'm not I'm not gonna be a problem. I hope it, because when I unlocked the ritualist, which actually we can start getting into character creation here. But when I unlocked the ritualist, I was like, oh, that looks super awesome. So I made a new character, because once you unlock an archetype, you can start a character as that archetype. There are 11 in the game, and I just unlocked the 11th one, the final one, on that main character that you just saw on screen yesterday.
Well,
so
I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. Did you know there are Dead by Daylight drops available today? I did not. So when I got this, because it was on Game Pass, and that's when Rogue was like, hey, this game is on Game Pass. And I was like, okay. Because I remember trying to play Remnant 1 when it came out, and of course it was that situation where they're like, everybody's playing it, you should download it and play with us, and then I did not get to do that because I was working while everybody else was playing. So I kind of just, Remnant 1 died there for me, which I did reinstall it. I have a character made, and I've started a character on that as well, because after playing Remnant 2, I think it's definitely worth going back, but there are some stark, drastic differences between 1 and 2. I mean, just right off the bat. What's up, Amy Willer? Welcome. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so when it came time for Remnant 2, I was like, okay, and kind of the same situation where it's like, yeah, we're all playing. And then I was down in Georgia for training for work, and yeah, so it was just a lot of me playing on my own. Ended up finally beating the game, and then I was just going through and re-rolling adventures and stuff like that, trying to pick up things that I missed or catch storylines that I missed, and there's still stuff in here that I haven't seen with my main character, so that's pretty exciting. With this whole idea of only hopping through other people's worlds, I'll definitely be able to, I think I want that face. I'll definitely be able to, oh yeah, that's definitely way better. Look at that distinguished ass nose. Definitely be able to kind of pick and see what it is I'm wanting to try to go accomplish. And we'll play on veteran because that's what's up. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
She says, if I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
Pretty good and chilling.
I've got this.
Those are good states of being. Also, I have almost no way to check how my audio is. So if anything is too loud or obnoxious, just let me know, and I'll try to adjust the best I can.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying Remnant 2 a lot. It's been a while since I've put like this much time into
That's
well, I
three.
can't really say a single player game, but
Please.
3 times I saved your
you
life.
know,
The
not a-
sinkhole, your foot.
necessarily it's
You'd
not
be
an
dead if my mom
MMO,
hadn't
or it's
taught me
not
to dress a
necessarily
woman.
doesn't have to be a multiplayer. So
Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just
I
now.
saw
Ugh.
I saw the trailer for that PAL world, and
Let me see that.
it's definitely
it.
something.
It's nothing.
I haven't watched
Hey,
any
I'm
gameplay or
fine.
anything yet. Just
Roll up your
I
sleeve.
love
and
the
just admit
trailer,
we're
and it's
friends
panning
already.
around, and you're seeing
This
all
is
the
not an admission.
Let me see.
generic brand Pokemon. I mean, they're not even trying to
It's
hide
getting
it.
worse.
You're like going through and you're like, that's Electabuzz.
Listen,
That's
it
like
ain't broken or bleeding.
that's
It'll
what
calm
that is
down.
right there. And then it's doing all the
Always
the
does.
panning around and the scenic beauty and everything, and all of a
Let's
sudden there's
go.
just the person there with a
Kid said the
gun,
ward was this way.
just laying waste to everything in front of them. I'm like, holy shit. Oh, I play a bunch of other games,
You ever
but it
heard
has
about the
been
North
quite
Pole?
some time
Pole?
since I've sat
That
down
old fairy
to
tale.
Yeah.
stream
Like this ward.
something.
Old white guy founds it. Food
So.
and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like
It's
a fairy
Ark
tale
and
to me.
Pokemon if they
It's
made a
probably
bait.
just a couple
Nice.
old timers holed up underground.
I don't know.
Hope they got a
I'm
few
probably, I
supplies
don't
to
know.
trade.
I downloaded that
Otherwise, we won't last
Hell
much
Let
longer.
Loose game. I got a buddy who has been sending me like TikTok clips from it. He's
You think people
raving
actually
about
live
it.
like this?
And so I downloaded that and I tried
I'm
playing a
not
match of it
sure.
last night, and holy
I don't know
hell.
what's in that Fulton's
That game
original
is
blend, but I never seen nobody that happy
nuts.
before. Not in real life.
Absolutely nuts. Let me just adjust my boot here so we can get walking normal again. And I was talking to Rogue about this when I was playing through it when I was down in Georgia, and he is a big Dark Souls fan. He has played a lot
We can't turn back
of
now.
Dark Souls. He's
We
very
don't know
good
where
at
to
it.
go.
I am
There's
not
gotta be another
that
way
great
through.
at Dark Souls. And I've played all of them. I have not beaten a single one because I
Hey,
don't
Eagle Eye.
have that kind of
See if you can squeeze
time
your ass through
to
that
sink
hole up
into a boss for 3.5 weeks of my life.
there. Hey, over here.
But I think that this game really kind of gives a really, really decent nod to Dark Souls. It certainly has some challenge to it. I have died plenty of times. But it's got almost, like, dodging is a big thing. And in Dark Souls, I hate dodging in Dark Souls.
What are you waiting for? Let me in. It's about time. What?
I don't stream daily. This is the first time I've streamed since I don't even remember. It's probably been a good almost year. It's been a rather tumultuous
Hey, look at this.
past year. Job
What happened to these
changes
poor
and
bastards? Can't let it go to waste.
life and
Use it on that bum ankle
babies
of
and
yours.
all the stuff.
Won't help me none.
So, well, thank you for that follow. So, trying to get this going, and the schedule is hopefully gonna
Hey, come on.
work itself
Let's get some
out.
distance
I'm still
between
kind
us.
of training at work, so I'm not actually on the schedule I will be working. So until that
Over here.
happens, it's gonna kind of be like as I can, until I can get something better nailed down. I could go into work tomorrow and they'll be like, "Oh, your schedule's this," or that could be 3 months from now. I have no idea. What's like my favorite game? Ooh. There's. Are you hunting for like a specific genre? Because that would maybe make it easier to make a decision, but I'm a huge fan of Elder Scrolls Online. I do like Fallout 76, even though it had a rocky start. I think they've made some pretty good leaps and bounds on correcting their mistakes. I absolutely 110% love Destiny, and I also 111% hate Destiny. So there's that. Take that for what you will. The game pisses me off so much. It's like I had to literally like stop playing it because
Oh, this
it
is
was
bad.
almost an addiction.
This is bad with a side
I feel
of rock.
like.
The hell's that?
Nothing.
But I don't know.
Something
It's
my
kind
mom
of
used to say.
kind of here and there. I don't necessarily have like a specific genre that I like to play or anything. Try a little bit of everything.
Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way.
It totally counts. I don't know who this lady thinks she is. Trying to be all Gimli up in this bitch. Doing pretty good, Daisy. How are you? But what kind of games do you guys like? Do you guys like like I said, I've played all the Dark Souls games. I've never beaten them. They just are so frustrating and time consuming. I do have a pretty good build on Dark Souls 2 though. That I'm a fan of. I just sometimes if I make a character to play with other people,
Starting to think
it
that
doesn't
this is
matter
fun.
how far we've gotten into the game.
Idea.
If the other person stops playing, I stop playing that character. I don't know what it is. It's like a personal tick or whatever. I don't know. But I'd literally have to start a new character that was specifically made to run by themselves and then do everything by myself, and it's a very taxing video game life I lead. I think I started streaming in, well, I think 2020. during the whole COVID shutdown thing. My buddy had been talking to me and was like, "Hey, thinking about playing games." I'm like, all right, let's do that. And he's like, no, I mean like streaming. I was like on YouTube, or, well, of course that was just before YouTube, but he's like, no, on Twitch. Have you seen it? Like, not really. So I'm like checking it out. I'm like, it's watching people play video games.
Retrace our steps. We can,
you know, just giving him a hard time. And he was like, yeah. He's like, well, we like playing video games. And did you just really walk in front of my bullet? Come on now. Oh, shit.
No!
Yeah, what I streamed. I had a very adamant stream schedule for almost the first year and a half, and then work and everything started cutting into that. Life started cutting into that. Until eventually it just kind of like whittled down to like, I'm gonna stream when I can. And then I just couldn't for like a while.
Right here makes for 3.
So, but with this game, I'm very invested in it. I think that it's got a lot of amazing possibilities to it. Still got DLC that's due to come out as well. So I'm pretty excited about the future of this game. I think they took a lot of really good leaps forward from Remnant from the Ashes to Remnant 2. I mainly play Spider-Man, just fun. I have not played the Spider-Man games. I do not have a PlayStation. I do have a PlayStation. I just lied to you guys. I do have a PlayStation. It collects dust and paperwork and everything else. I'm not a big PlayStation fan, but I have been debating on someday here soon, maybe getting a PS5 and just to play some of these games. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. Now that they're making a sequel for that, I might have to, you know. And of course the Spider-Man games, because Spider-Man is absolutely phenomenal. I know, babe. Gross. I know. But
Who are you?
that's why they have
Questions later.
exclusives for consoles to up the sales of them. I'll leave you a follow. Your channel is great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
2.
Like the stream title, Bare Bones Invader Series. I packed my PC away, everything. So I'm literally just all through my Xbox right now, and gonna see where this goes as I hop through people's worlds in this Invader series.
That's all I got. You're on your own now.
I'm not gonna join up, like party up with them, so I'm just gonna have to rely on good old. I'm shooting this thing here. I'm standing in this location, like head nodding in the direction we should be going. There's a lot of secrets. There is a lot of really intricate puzzles in this game. Some of them have multiple solutions. This game's incredible. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And then hey, maybe I'll invade your world.
Felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit.
You work as an artist, to be very honest with you.
Maybe Santa's
Like,
real too.
tattoo artist or
Way down, collapse behind
painting, sculpture,
Find another way out.
calligraphy. What kind of art are you into? I dabble with quite a few different art forms when I get the chance or the opportunity or the inspiration strikes. most of the time the inspiration will strike, and then I'll go buy all the stuff to do that, and then I don't. I do really like painting shoes, though. Painted a handful of shoes and a couple hats for people. Maybe I should do that. I think I need to redo my shoes. They're getting, or maybe make new ones, because I've walked so many hundreds of miles in them now, they're falling apart. I mean, I'm not against the idea. All the channel artwork that's up there I've made myself, so they could probably use with a little bit of refreshing. But yeah, if you're interested, you'd want to maybe join the Discord. See if any of these links still work. Oh no. There might be a link to Legion of Thieves someplace in there. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I am really happy you just didn't come in and automatically go, hey, you should buy art from me. That seems to be the way most of the people do it. So I appreciate you hanging out and chatting a bit first. I feel like that makes a big difference. I'm gonna have to figure out how to reset up all my commands, I feel like. You find what you're looking for there? No? Speaking of all my art stuff, wife just came in and was digging through it for some reason. Did not find it. So this first little bit here is kind of your tutorial on the game, obviously. But I do like that it kind of just throws you into the shit almost immediately. It's not like, yeah, look how fun and pretty this game is, and then it just, you know, haymakers you with, I don't know, maybe the first boss from Dark Souls 2, which is, I can't remember his name. I know I'll remember it like 45 minutes from now. It'll pop in there and be like, oh yeah, Ludwig Skundor. Haha! I remembered it. Glue sticks? I don't have any glue sticks. Like for the glue, like for the hot glue gun? I don't even remember the last time. Wild card. Welcome, welcome. How are you, buddy? I'm doing pretty good.
Won't lay down without
Also, in case I forgot, DVD codes are always on a linked chapter. Thank you, Sinranya. Welcome. How are you? Oh my God! I'm probably be paying attention. God. Oh man, that's definitely a little bit of a difference. My dual class maxed out character. Yeah, no. I should have been watching. I will catch up with you guys in a hot second. Oh, you dick. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I gotta take a couple steps back. My main is definitely far more dodge capable than this hasn't even picked a class guy. wild how slow I am. Holy shit. And how long this dude's arms are, you know? Look at those bad boys. Whoo! Holy sh... And Ron, thank you for getting
you okay?
Discord in there.
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
I'm not sure why my command's not working.
I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
Awesome.
So,
Well, thank you, Amy.
it's really real. Food and water and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. As she's literally dying in front of everybody.
I've never seen
You know, I think that sometimes
I'm fine.
pride needs to take a step back.
don't
This is
know
a
why
learning
everyone-
moment for all of us.
We
You
need
know,
to get her to ward.
if you've got black vines
There's her only
growing up
chance.
your face and
We'd better get
into
moving.
your mouth and throat and stuff, you should probably accept whatever help is being given to you. Sinranya, how are you? You're fantastic. Well, that's good to hear. The battle was loud. Understood. Literally just got like the Xbox audio sliders to kind of adjust things.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs.
So I set that at like half game volume. I could probably
Don't
actually
worry,
into the
friend.
settings of the game and
take
turn
good
it down
care
a
of
little
her.
bit as well. But it does,
Welcome
this
to
thing
Ward
plays like an
13.
action movie.
Hey, don't
You got
worry.
like the
Riggs is
super
right.
quiet people
She'll be fine.
chit-chatting and explaining everything, and then all of a sudden, you know, the
you
music
okay?
comes up out of nowhere and
Just
you've
a
got
headache.
Hey,
mobs
Clementine.
on you.
Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo!
Yeah,
He's
Bo.
the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long
Your
way.
last name is Ward?
I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there?
It's okay in normal game, but that battle, yeah. Okay. I don't know how much adjustment I can do for that. I think if I turn everything down, it's gonna turn everything down. We were looking for you, actually, this ward.
For the ward? Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, we've been cut off from the world for so long that, well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
Now we can continue on, and most of the people here in town do have quite a lot, and they have some really interesting stories. We'll get to Mudtooth here in a second. Things like me and the game Oh, I don't even have a... Oh, yeah, I do. Let's see. Let's drop. Let me adjust you. Oh, yeah, all the way. That's what I meant. Voice. Then we'll go ahead and we'll drop the... There we go. Subtitles on because it feeds my dopamine. You can turn all of this stuff off if you would like. Have like less of HUD, I guess. Alright, I turned main stuff down. The voice should still be about the same, so we'll see how that goes.
You ever climbed to the top of
But
that
yeah,
tower in the
these,
city?
you know, most of the people
If you're looking
have
for Founder Ford,
just
I
little
really
things
should
here and
get
there
some
that you can garner, and sometimes it's good to pay attention to them because there's some stuff I didn't know, but as I was walking by to go buy whatever from one of the vendors in town, I just would overhear someone mention blip about something and be like, oh, I can do that. I had no idea. So we'll go up and we'll find good old Ford here.
It's not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's fine.
Right after I get caught on the handrail.
Permission?
Watch your tone,
You
young lady.
move quick, though.
Excuse me? I'm 132 years old, in case you forgot.
Damn!
And I am not your child. You don't have authority over me.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Alright, Ford. Let's see what you got.
What have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes. Right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh.
Thought you were a campfire story.
Oh, I'm as real as a toothache. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first.
You were expecting me?
Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number. But I knew someone was coming.
Law of averages, someone's always coming eventually, right?
Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me.
And how would Wallace know?
He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass.
That's a little
If you can
cryptic.
find me someone who can explain it better, bring him in.
If you're really the Ford that built this place, how are you alive?
That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk? And some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there.
That's not really an
It's
answer.
a great answer, just not a full one.
Alright, fair. What kind of favor are we talking
Oh,
about?
nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest.
I'd like to know more about the people living here. I think...
Who, specifically?
Oh, well... Why were you and Clementine fighting?
Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem
Yes.
and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge.
She can't be more than, what, 19?
Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old.
Did she do the same thing as
Not
you?
quite. Clementine spent a long time away, keeping strange company. Something like that will change you.
Still not really an answer. Bo seems a little young to be
Compared
mayor.
to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here.
Is Riggs really as nice as he seems for the 3 seconds that we saw him?
Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful.
I don't have
All
any
right,
other questions.
Traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
Okay. Literally just cryptic all around.
We can discuss this later.
You're right. We absolutely can. So now we're off to find Wally, and while Wally has some stuff to say, I visited him the most. I'm not a big shopper in games. Every now and then I'll go to a merchant and see what they've got, but for the most part, just use what I pick up. That might change in the Invader series because I'm going to be dependent on what other person's world I'm in. So, it's going to be interesting to see just what all I can unlock and accomplish with that. He really does not understand personal.
I see you, traveler.
I see you
You're
too,
the one
buddy.
Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her.
You're
who
talking about
needs
my
it.
friend Cass?
You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too.
Wallace. Yeah, Ford told me to see
You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to.
And then this is where you get to pick your initial archetype. So one thing that Remnant 2 does that I like very much is you can have 2 classes. So for instance, here you see the medic. It'll give you a small description of what the medic does. You can hover over the skills, which the skills, you have your starting skill, which is probably Wellspring. I don't know, I haven't played a medic yet. But as you level this archetype up, you unlock the new perk. So you can have 1 perk for your archetype. And then they have a prime perk. So you'll have your... Okay, babe. I love you. You have your prime perk is if it is your primary archetype. So theirs is Regenerator. The medic regenerates additional relic charges by healing themselves and allies. So that's kind of cool. Your relic is kind of like the Estus Flask. from Dark Souls. You can add more charges to it and stuff over time. But with this, like, not only are you healing yourself, but you'll heal everybody in your group. So that could be pretty beneficial. But you only get your prime perk if that's your main archetype, and you can flip-flop them around as you unlock them in the game. You can switch them, flop them, whatever you want to do. And they also come with traits as well. I'm surprised it doesn't say actually the traits that they come with. But there are. This is one of the starting archetypes. So if you buy the game now, you have the medic, the hunter, the challenger, and the handler to choose from. So 4 different archetypes to start the game. The handler is awesome. That's what my first character started out as. Oh, that's a lie. I started as a hunter. Really enjoyed the hunter. I like long range stuff and more precision. This was a no-duh choice for me to start with. Then I unlocked the handler, and so I was a hunter handler. And if you choose the handler, your prime perk is bonded, and the dog will pick you up if you go down. Now there's a cooldown on it, and you have to have relic charges, and there's some stipulations on that, but I was running around forever. And I was like, I have no idea why this dog isn't picking me up. Well, because the handler was my second archetype. So I flipped them, so I had the handler as my primary and the hunter as my secondary. And then the dog was picking me up, and it was great. It was a nice change of pace. Now these other ones you unlock by either finding something in the game, completing some task in the game, or there's like different trinkets you can purchase from some of the vendors in town. And then you bring those items to Wallace, and Wallace you pay him whatever scrap and blah blah blah, and it unlocks the archetype. Like I said earlier on, once an archetype is unlocked, it is unlocked. You can make a new character and start out as that right away. So the Ritualist is from the DLC that released, that I am completely blanking on the name of right now. Played this a little bit. Pretty fucking cool. The Engineer, kind of a pain in the ass to get to. You almost literally have to die to get it. The Alchemist, also kind of a pain. If I get chances to show you, some of these are. This one is kind of easy to get to, but you have to have the DLC to get it. I think. If you're running around with somebody in that DLC, because my buddy was able to play with me in that world, but I had already unlocked the class, so I don't know if that'll let. Anyway, moving on. If I can unlock these or show you where they are, as I'm hopping through other people's worlds, then that's what we'll do. But like I said, when I go into somebody else's world, I'm not going to party up with them or anything like that. I'm just going to be a silent invader trying to help out. The Alchemist took some time to get, but it's actually fairly easy to get. Just takes some RNG, I guess. Gunslinger is definitely one of the more interesting ones to get. And when we go talk to Mudtooth, I'll explain a little bit more about that. Invader, you've got to walk into people's dreams, and it's towards the end of the game, and there's all kinds of stuff you have to do through other worlds and zones, and tools you have to have, or weapons, I guess I'll say, you have to be able to get to this and unlock it. It is kind of extensive. But that's what we're going to be starting out as, is Invader. Hence, Invader series. The Summoner can be tricky, but there is a way to make it easier. It's kind of just staring you in the face. But the things you need to collect are kind of randomly generated. So if we get to that, I will try to show how to keep it going so you can collect all of them that you would need. The Explorer, pretty straightforward. You beat the campaign. And this will unlock, but you need this unlocked to unlock this one, the Archon, which is about the most pain in the ass thing in the world. Gunfire Games literally stated that, well, they didn't come right out and say it. They said this class was always meant to be found by those who could peer between the worlds. So the only way anyone knew that this class existed or how to get to it was through data mining, and that was on purpose. It requires a very specific loadout and a very specific way things get done throughout your time in the game, and it is probably, I don't know, about 15 hours of why I have 90 hours on my main character. So yeah, there's all the archetypes. I am hoping that they add some more, because it'd be cool. Just to see what else they can come up with. All of these archetypes seem very powerful in their own right, so I haven't really found anything that's not worth it. So starting as the Invader, I'm still not sure what my second archetype will be, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So the Invader specializes elusiveness. Oh wow, that should say in, shouldn't it? The Invader specializes in elusiveness and misdirecting the enemy's focus. Yeah, they just missed a word. Gunfire! Hire me. Skills, Void Cloak. Automatically perfect dodge. Incoming direct damage for 60 seconds. Each auto evade reduces the timer by 33% to 100% based on the damage absorbed, and spawns a decoy for 3 seconds. So this can definitely come in handy. You use this skill, and it doesn't matter what the damage is. If it's like a boss's ray beam or slam attack or just some mob ad kind of grazing your calf a little bit, you're gonna dodge. So it's a very, very good quick get out the way skill, but also, like it says, depending on how much damage you just avoided, you might only get it once. Sometimes you get it twice. There is a chance you could get 3 auto dodges, but you're looking at like a little bit of damage each time. Wormhole warps the caster forward through space-time to the next melee or ranged attack within 5 seconds. Will deal... Oh, hold on. I am not doing great at reading right now. Warps the caster forward through space-time. The next melee or ranged attack within 5 seconds will deal 300 damage. So you teleport and then swing with this badass katana. Or shoot your gun. That's fine too, but... Holding the skill button will show the targeting device. If an enemy is directly targeted, the caster will emerge behind them. That's kind of the tricky part for me. I didn't read that the first time when I was trying it out, and was just kind of aimlessly hopping, and I was like, this isn't helping at all. So holding that button, definitely a good plan. And for the 10th level skill that you can unlock, or perk, skill you can unlock with this class, archetype, initiates a data backup of the caster's current health, stamina, relic charges, ammo, and negative status effects, which are stored for 30 seconds. While the backup is active, increase movement speed by 15% and damage reduction by 10%. Reactivating the skill restores all saved values from the backup and spawns a decoy which lasts 3 seconds. That sounds like a lot. I have yet to get to that to try it. But what it kind of seems like is it's like a personal little quick save. So like say you have 38 rounds left for your weapon or whatever, and so you use this skill, you still get to run forward and do all the stuff you were gonna do. And then if you use it again within that 30 seconds, you'll go back up to where you were. And like it says, that is your, where's that at? Your health, stamina, relic charges, ammo. So you could use this skill, use your relic charge, blah 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 blah, all that shit, move forward, do all your damage, and then use that again, and you will re-upload back to where you were. Sounds like a lot. It probably is a lot. I don't know if that's something I will ever be using, but it'll be pretty cool to check it out. And then the prime perk, for this being my main archetype, casting an invader skill leaves an after image of themselves, which distracts enemies. So that's just all of the time. Which is pretty cool. Anyway.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Does it, Wallace?
You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. I'll see you again, traveler.
So, and all the stuff that you're seeing on the screen right now is the stuff I've unlocked for picking my class. You can see I'm automatically updated. I am now wearing the invader armor. I have the invader weapons. We got Brabus over here. This is your weapons merchant over here. And this is the firing range, so if you want to check out what it is you're wielding. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm wearing the armor. I still have my...
Well,
so let's talk to
you
Brabus.
right, Mother. Traipsing in here like you own the place.
Wallace told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific.
Something about my path.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Alright, now we have our invader weapons. Got the katana. Coach gun. Let's steel katana, and service pistol. Which is... what is this, a shotgun? Oh yeah, it's a shotgun. Nice. Service pistol seems pretty good. And then this was weird. I didn't do a lot of melee at first. Because for some reason it was just more than my mind could handle at that moment. So if you want to shoot your gun, left trigger to aim, or whatever it is to aim on whatever. Maybe you're playing on PC. But if you want to melee, it's just the right trigger. Sometimes there's some fancy stuff on some of the melee weapons, so if you do like a quick hop back, or you can charge your melee. And this gets more involved as well because there's mutators and skills you can put on your weapons and stuff like that as well. We'll talk to Miss Sunshine here.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself?
Actually, Wally sent me. He said you could help me with my journey.
You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey?
I don't actually know.
I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So, either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.
Alright, so different bosses and stuff like that are gonna drop every now and then. Every now and then, I should say. Most of the time it's like a world boss for that zone or whatever it is. They'll drop a weird item, and you can bring them to her. So from that tentacle monster we killed in the subway, it dropped that root ganglia. So now we can use the root ganglia to unlock, or have Ava craft a mod for us. Hot shot's pretty good. Concussive shot, healing shot. But I'm a fan of scrap shot. Just puts a lot of caltrops on the ground and slows bad guys down. So we'll do that.
There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time. Yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? Good.
I don't have any more questions. I guess I'll leave.
It's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay?
See, that wasn't so
I
hard.
am already regretting all of this.
She's nice. Don't let her lie to you. And then Riggs. Hello, Riggs.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you?
I know that... I just realized I'm still just, like, holding the katana. You know, like some bannerman at war holding the flag up while everybody else is marching and drumming around him. If somebody walked up to me standing like my character is right now, I don't think my initial sentence would be, "Whoa, friend, how are you?" Thanks again for your help back there.
Riggs, and no worries. There was a time when helping each other survive was all we had left. Around here, we don't forget those days if we can help it. Your friend's gonna be all right, by the way. I've seen weaker pull out of worse. What were you doing out there? You don't mind me asking?
Looking for the ward, we heard
Really?
stories.
What'd you hear exactly?
Tales about a man who fights the root and never ages. Nope. Stories of a community. Place to start over.
You found it. That's what these folks were for me, anyway. Couple times over. They'll do for you too, if you've got the hands and heart to join them. Given how you've been watching over the little scuffler in the med bay there, I'd say you'll feel right at home.
Barabbas told me to see you.
I don't suppose he was more particular about why.
Said you were going to talk his ear off if he didn't.
Yeah, that sounds like Barabbas. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
And like Riggs just said, this is where you come to upgrade your equipment. Your melee weapons as well as your guns can all be upgraded. Upgrading them to take scrap and iron. And as you go through the game, like, you'll start to get like better versions of iron, like galvanized iron or hardened iron and stuff like that. So we'll do what upgrading we can here. We don't have a lot of scrap, so 4 iron, 200 scrap. Let's upgrade the coach gun. And boom, now it's +1. It does 126.5 damage. And it is now +1. You can also, if you get a new weapon and you want to check it out, you can't sell, or there's only certain items that you can sell. Any armor or any weapon that you pick up, or ring. There's rings in the game too. Or amulet. You can't sell any of that stuff. It just stays in your inventory, which is nice because you can kind of swap if you're looking to maybe. There's like extra experience rings, and there's avoid this status effect ring and all kinds of stuff, because status effects are kind of world specific, so we'll see how that goes. But you can downgrade as well, and it gives you a good portion of your stuff back. So it cost me 4 iron and 200 scrap to take this up. +1, it would give me 3 iron and 100 of that scrap back if I downgraded this. So boom, there we go. We have now talked to everybody that we've been told to talk to. Get rid of these exclamation points. And you can swap back, or there's a guy named Whispers back here. I really like him as a character concept. He does not speak. But he is the armor vendor. Like to see your wares. So there's going to be a lot of stuff in here, probably because I've unlocked most stuff through my main character. So this is, and it all costs scrap. So the Night Stalker Shroud is the hunter gear. So this is all the hunter gear. This is the challenger gear, the medic gear, all that stuff. So you can kind of see what bonuses and weight and perks against what. So like this one, I don't even. That's a bonus towards bleed, against bleed damage, fire damage, electric. I'm not sure what the crossbones are, or the skull, to be honest. We can look at that real quick. Increased bleed resistance, fire resistance, shock resistance, poison or corrosive resistance, and to blights. I think blights are whatever that world is known for. There's a root rot. and stuff like that. So we do have a trait point. So these gold traits are from my archetype. This is untouchable. So increases my evade window by 3%. I don't have to put any points into the gold ones. Because as long as I have this archetype equipped, I have this trait. And this trait will automatically get better as I level up Invader. These other ones though, the white trait ones, starting with 4 in endurance and +1 or level 1 in spirit, which is mod power generation. Expertise might be a cool way. I don't know. We might try to avoid putting points into vigor. Level 10 is giving you +30 hit points. You can see I only have 100. But I think expertise would be a pretty cool way to go. We'll be able to dodge and drop our invader skill a little bit more often. Oh. Let's commit. Yes. I spent 1 total trait point. There we go. Let's swap weapons. So I put my katana away and stop looking like a damn fool. Oh, one of my favorite aspects of this game, because I'm a sprinter in every game, I sprint everywhere. So there's always the constant struggle of not having stamina, because I'll be sprinting along and then a fight will happen and then I won't have the stamina to do my attacks or dodges or anything else. In Remnant 2, if you are not in combat, it does not cost stamina to sprint or dodge roll or anything like that. You can do so indefinitely. So that's kind of a good indicator. If you just glance at that every now and then. Because I'll be sprinting through an area and all of a sudden I'll start losing stamina. I know there's a monster nearby.
You look ready to face anything. What do you say? Ready to see what's down there with me?
Which you would have worded it differently, but yes, let's go.
Glad to hear it. Follow me. Still smells like home.
Gross. Smells like
Here, take this.
mildew and bad
Just
decisions.
crank the handle to make it work.
Now we have our handy dandy
This
flashlight
used to be
that
a
I
research facility, cutting edge. We
literally
did things
always
down
forget
there
I have.
nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The world stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets haven't found their own. No. We had to know everything there was to know about them. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So, yeah. We opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way. After that, well, we all locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to. in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here somewhere. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it?
I will say I am a big fan of the lights in this game. You can literally see, you know, monsters hiding around a corner or whatever, as long as they have a light source near them. So that's good. I like that kind of attention to detail in a game.
That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Ha. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it.
And this is our relic. Like I said, it functions much like an Estus Flask in Dark Souls. I run around in the dark a lot. Like a lot. I was running around a little bit with my buddy, and he had his flashlight on all the time. And I was like, what? Where did you get a flashlight? He's like, you have one. Like, oh yeah.
Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a
Alright, pro tip here. If you interact with a door and this little grid pops up, that means there is a key for it somewhere. If you interact with a door and nothing pops up, you just like kind of try to open it and nothing happens, that means you have to open it from the other side.
Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found.
I know, Ford. I'm telling people some stuff. Ooh, look at this. Eagle Strike, Liberty Match Co., Paraffin Matches. They're wax matches. Some items you can inspect, and they might have something on them. We will also get to that. And some of them you can interact with when you're inspecting.
Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all
Thing
day.
has to be 100 years old or more. How is it not broken or gotten lost? Can something so small really provide access to an entire
What are you
forgotten?
waiting for?
Well, I'm reading stuff, man. Come on.
Is that the World Stone? Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told
wise
Ellen at the
decision.
time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what, exactly?
Just toss a tarp on it. It'll be okay. Also, that little cube thing was not on his belt at all. Where did it come from?
So many journeys. I wonder, did the Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal, did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous.
I don't know where we're gonna get
than
all that
useful.
concrete, man.
Remember that.
Ford? Ford! Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Clementine!
Don't let go!
I just want to point out the bravery
Don't let it take me!
of the protagonist. You know, like I've known these people for an hour, and I'm already like, oh my god! Like,
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no! Don't do it! Don't you do it! Oh, this is so stupid!
yeah. Okay, so Invader series kickoff. You OMG. How are you, brother? All right. So, here we are. This is Narud. But I guess I'll ask this question. All right, so normally you would you appear on the other side of the stone, okay, and then you start trekking forward. Okay, but what we're gonna do, because this is the campaign, we're gonna turn around and immediately touch the world stone again. That is gonna take us back. And then I will start joining into other worlds. And we are going to play in other people's worlds and see if we can, I guess eventually, beat the campaign. I think it's going to be kind of a challenge because the host player can kick me out. I can lose connection, pretty much at any time if for whatever reason, whether my internet or their internet or game or whatever. And the chances of me being able to actually go through and complete an entire story and then world hop and complete another entire story, I feel like are pretty slim to none. So that's where we're at with this character. That's the whole idea of him. Let's see how far we can get him to go. I know a lot of places in this game, but like I've said, I've seen things on other people's worlds that my main character has never seen. After 90 hours of playthrough and multiple world rerolls for adventure, which I'll go over that real quick as well. So I'm pretty excited. Hi Jerry, how are you, brother? How's that foot doing? That ankle doing? Resting at checkpoints replenishes ammo and relics at the cost of respawning all basic enemies in the world. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of monsters in this game that put up quite the fight. They are not basic enemies, and they will also respawn. And a lot of the times, if you die or you go back just to replenish because you've hit another checkpoint through a dungeon or whatever it is, like if you have to go back to that area, it might not be the same combination of enemies there. And I think that's what separates this out from Dark Souls a little bit more. You're not always going to be dealing with the same things. So it's doing tomorrow is 2 weeks in the boot, 6 to 8 more weeks to go. Holy cow, bro. Did you is it, trying to remember the date, did you ever find out about April 21st? Is it April 21st? I feel like it's April 21st. In multiplayer, resting also respawns any fallen allies. All players must be using the checkpoint in order to rest. Alright. So Narud is where this character was supposed to start. We're going to go back to the ward. We're going to have a interlude with Bo.
Oh, thank the Founder. You're alive. What happened?
A lot. I barely understand half of it.
I'll bet if the World Stone's involved. Maybe, start at the beginning. You were with the Founder in the old ward, right? Where'd he go?
He turned on the stone and left. Through it, I think.
I knew the Founder was up to something. I mean, who else wants to visit the old ward, huh? Look, I'm sorry you got involved in this, Traveler. So, then what happened?
Clementine showed up, and something in the stone took her.
What? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay?
I haven't found her yet. I need to resupply.
Right, sorry. Clementine, she means a lot. To all of us. We gotta find her.
Bo
I'll get
and
everybody together.
Clementine sitting
If she
in
went
tree.
through the World Stone, she could be anywhere.
That's true. It's my fault with Ford. I'll find her, Bo.
Hey, I get that, but she could be anywhere. Do you understand? It's a World Stone. It takes you to other worlds. All right. I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do.
Oh, you still haven't found out? Did I get the date right though?
Want that? Hell, it's a miracle you came back. No, we gotta trust you on this, like you said. Is that all right?
I understand. Any help you can give me is fine.
Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need. You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the Founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now.
Oh, I was off by a day. That's not too bad, considering my terrible knowledge and use and whatever timelines. I'm really bad with those. Alright, sorry, I should get moving, because we're not... I feel like I've dragged this out quite a bit. This isn't a tutorial series. I just like talking about this game. I think it's incredible. Okay, so now we're gonna touch the World Stone again. You can see they've moved it somehow. I still haven't figured that out, because the ward's all the way down there. And they managed to build a whole platform for it and move it up here. Somehow not touching it, because then they too would have also been sucked into the World Stone. And then there's this guy now, which wasn't before. So we won't talk to him yet. That'll be later. So I lied to Bo. We're not gonna resupply. We don't have any, scrap, anything like that. So when you touch the World Stone, when you are in the ward, the big main World Stone, you can click right here and it'll immediately take you back to the last World Stone you touch. So if you hop back to the ward to just, try to upgrade a weapon or buy one of the things for Mudtooth or Reggie or Whispers or any of them, you can immediately hop back. Or you can click on this, and any points that you have unlocked throughout the world, you can jump to. But what we're gonna do, down here, hold on, down here in world settings, you can have a campaign, and you can have an adventure mode. They are different. Your campaign is your campaign, Ashes to Ashes. That is the campaign of the game. If you're looking to go from beginning to end, this is what you play. there are multiple storylines throughout these different worlds. So, and even different paths to them. So I've played through Naruto, I don't know, a couple times. Once through my campaign, and then through an adventure that I rolled, to try to get some of the items for that Archon and Geisha and Blossom, and those are the other two worlds. The adventure is like an abbreviated kind of version of the world's stories, but you can have different dungeons and, you know, different parts that are making up that story. Some of them are more dedicated to a story than the others. Like the Red Throne is on Geisha, but it is the starting point of that story and blah blah blah. Anyway, I feel like I just explained that terribly. But you can re-roll this over and over again. I can hit re-roll campaign and just pick the difficulty, and it'll re-roll this to Geisha or Lawsome or maybe even Naruto again. It's pretty cool. So you can use adventure mode to your advantage. It's a good way to gather more items, get more experience, and like it says down here, fight bosses that you don't have in your story campaign. And then over here is where we will live, in joining game. So up here you can choose the difficulty you are trying to join, and the different locations that people are in. This person's sitting in the menu, they're playing veteran, their power level is 8. Power level 5, power level 7, 5, 9. We're at 1. So, oh, here we go. Let's join Mellow 180 here. Travel. Yes. So, and we will trek along with Mellow here. Like I said, since I'm in a lockdown party, like I can't have anybody join me or anything like that. Not gonna tell anybody I'm streaming or anything like that. We are now in Mellow's world. I'm not sure why it's telling me that I can upgrade a weapon, but
what can I do for you?
I guess you can upgrade my stuff. I don't know where I got all this scrap from. I did literally nothing. Make everything a +1.
So long.
It's great. It's great news. Mellow, where you at? And I have all these other armors because it's part of, I got into playing it through Game Pass and I wanted the DLC, so I bought the, not Game of the Year edition, but the Holy Shit package. It came with different armor sets that you unlock. Oh, hey, sorry. Like Mellow is playing a hunter. A handler, sorry. So we gotta be pleasant. If they're ready to go, we gotta be touching that world stone. I did join, not on my main, I haven't joined anybody on my main character, but when I would unlock a new class, I'd start a new character, and run around as that for a little bit. Oh no. Yes, this is absolutely a boss fight right now, but it's more an endurance fight, the Root Nexus. Because you can do a little bit of damage to it. And then it summons these jerks. Go. Where'd you go? There you are. Found you. Run out of ammo on this thing. So how's everything going, Jared? Other than having to walk around in a boot for another month and a half. That's so rough. Oh, shit! I do think I like this pistol though. Alright, so when it comes to ammo, whoever picks it up gets it. There is no... Oh, I missed! How did I miss standing so close? Alright, the 2 shots probably gonna be a little rougher than I would like it to be. Oh, shoot! But it does seem to have some pretty good range. Where'd he go? Oh, did she get him? But if there's a bigger item, like whatever gear is picked up, like it just popped up down there, Mellow picked something up. So my character also got it. That happens if there's a ring or a weapon. Whatever's found is what all the players know. So we got a new trait for killing the Root Nexus, and then that was down here inside of it, the hollowed egg. Been good, just bored. I hate being stuck to a chair. Hey, oh man, you should get a wheelchair or a rascal. Just, you know, meander around. Go shopping at Target. Bump into people on purpose and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No one can get mad at you. I mean, you're in a wheelchair, right? So this world is Yesha. I guess it is one of the worlds that is in Remnant 1. So And since we did not have an amulet when we picked that up, it automatically equipped it. Spending at least 30% of a firearm's magazine to deal damage increases melee damage by 10% for 7 seconds. Stacks 5 times. Oh, shit. My bad. Man, I'm so bad. I need to pay more attention. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mello. Are you, are you just doing your... Because you're not teaching, are you? Oh, no, you are. You are. You're back at, I am just not good with words right now. They either are confirming travel or they're looking how to kick me out. Oh, I bet. And all those delinquent children. All children are delinquent. Just a bunch of punk ass kids. It's alright though. We love them anyway. I tell you what, Loki is becoming just the most independent woman you've ever met in your life. She will violently shove your face away from her. She does not. I don't know. At least she's got Miss Rachel. You know, that's all. That's all she cares about. I like legitimately have scratches and stuff on my face and like little scabs from her little baby fingernails where she is just like, get away from me. I'm not really sure what's happening. I don't know if I can enter. Nope. I can't even bring up my inventory while touching the stone. My nephew headbutts me. Oh my god. Hobo gets headbutted so many times a day. Like, it's bad. Because Loki she doesn't care. It's not like it's an intentional thing, but she'll just like, she has no fear. So wherever she's going at full speed and power 100% of the time. And it's kind of terrifying because it's like there's hard surfaces around, little baby. You know? Like that's not a successful plan for life. It's to just, you know, head charge into anything and everything around you. But that's the way she wants to live her life apparently. So Hobo definitely gets the brunt of that. She, like, even when I'm holding her, she'll just like flatten herself out. So she'll be like sitting in my arm while I'm holding her, and then she just like pretty much practically planks because she's done being held. But there's no warning. She will just straighten out, and it's like, holy shit, because I gotta like quickly move and adjust, or she's going. She doesn't care. She's like, nah, whatever. I've been 4.5 feet off the ground before. It's like, no, you haven't, though. Like, why are you lying? Ridiculous baby. I don't know if Mello particularly is fond of me being here, so I don't know. Should we leave this world and jump to the next one? Mellow 180. yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I don't really know why it would take so long to confirm travel. But I guess I should have expected this. There's definitely the chance they're just waiting on me to quote unquote get frustrated and leave. When I made my ritualist and I was running around in other people's worlds, there was a puzzle. And it's a pretty clever puzzle. And like with most of the puzzles in the game, there's multiple ways or like hidden secrets along the way of that area. So you typically get like the main objective solved or completed, and then there will be another smaller thing. And a lot of times those are like named weapons, and so that's pretty cool. But Rogue and I were running around and we did the shadow puzzle, and we're trying to figure it out. There's these things overhead, there's these levers on different sides of the room that have to be pulled, and everything has to be lined up the right way. Yeah, we're gonna I'll leave. I'm sorry, Mello. How do I just... I don't know if I can just leave the world without... Huh. I think I have to exit the main menu. That's rough. That's rougher than I want it to be. I don't want to have to jump to main menu every time, but we'll be back in Ward 13 when we drop back in. And it popped up. It's like objective complete, but the door that I was trying to open didn't open. And so I was very confused. And we're looking around, and then like in the middle of the puzzle, the floor actually opened up, and the stone pylon comes up, and there's a bow on it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So I go over, we get the bow, and it's called Sagittarius, and it's pretty fucking awesome. It's super awesome. I love bows in this game. I don't think I would have beaten the game on my own if I didn't have a bow. So pretty powerful, pretty good. But anyway, so yeah, when you're solving these puzzles, there's almost always, at least every time I've seen, there is always a secondary solve to them, and that's pretty cool. Alright, Mello. Sorry. Morrow Parish, that's in Lawsome. Veteran, power level 3. Yeah, let's go do that. Lawsome is rough. Yeisha is, I think all of the worlds are challenging, but they are all insanely different. So Lawsome is like, it's got a very Bloodborne, Victorian Gothic to it. Very cool. Yeisha is all forest and like ruined temples and stuff like that. And then, oh, he crouched down, so I did. Are we crouching or no, man? Just trying to get that electric slide everywhere. JGR. Like I said, if you're not in combat, you can sprint indefinitely. I can dodge roll all I want and never run out of stamina. You only lose stamina if you are in a fight, and I love that a lot. I forgot what I was saying previously. Oh yeah, the puzzles in this game. So there's a chance that like the version of the world or the story that you're playing doesn't have that puzzle in it, which is also pretty awesome. JGR just wanted... Oh shit. I need to make better choices. Now I'm on fire. Oh my god. JGR, I let you down. I'm so sorry. Oh. And Tony Strife. Oh no. That was terrible. This shotgun is definitely not my favorite. Gotta roll to put myself out. So there's fire in this zone, and then there is also that fairy fire that you saw. You're still on fire, man. You need to roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Not really doing very good with the invader and assists here. R.I.? What is happening to me today? Am I? I don't know which one of you is which, to be honest. But this zone has a lot of fire. As you can see. But it's just this part of this world, which is kind of cool. I feel like I definitely landed that second shot. I don't know about you guys. Got purple glowy stuff off in the distance. I don't know which one's which. I don't want to not be following the guy whose world this is, you know. There's definitely more to this. I don't know why you guys are in at all. It's right. Shit. Down here. And this is what I was hoping for. Oh, that's where I was going with the shadow puzzle. I jumped in as that ritualist with another person. And, like, they had solved the main, and I was trying to show them that there was more to do this. But they were not interested. They hung around for a minute, and then dipped out. They went and stood at the world stone, and then they kicked me out. So, like, okay, I was just trying to be helpful. You literally get the bow I'm holding right here, you know. think I like this gun. Don't like that it only holds 2, but... You gotta roll with the punches, guys. You're good. You can roll through the fire. Nope. Oh, shit. Am I about to be swarmed on my own?
Get the outsider!
God damn it.
Kill him!
There are different gems and or rings and amulets and stuff. Like all of that gray on my health bar can be healed. Thanks, buddy. It's right here. Come on. Follow me and you'll see that the burn is only temporary. I do not know why I just sang that. Roll. Roll with the punches, guys. Go for it. I want to go in there. No. Oh, Tony. They're really hell-bent on standing in this burning building, huh? Need to... Yo, bro. I can't walk through... Shit. I didn't think I could. So, we'll go back.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
Now I'm down to 1 relic charge. Come on, fellas. That's... I think this guy's weak point's actually his stomach. So that's... Oh, damn. And now I have no relic charges. No bueno. There is Illuminite crystal. A lot of the bigger guys will stop them. Oh, this guy died. Shit. Okay. Alright, guys. Need you to stop being on fire. We're gonna go over here. Come on. Oh, and this is this guy's world. The guy whose world it is died. That sucks. Sorry.
Oh, damn, this ain't good. Ugh.
Would it be more respectful? I don't know why they're not following, but would it be more respectful for me to also die so we can respawn, or should I try to make it to the next checkpoint? What do you guys think is the...
This ain't looking good.
Oh, that's gonna... This is gonna be bad. Oh, shit! And I'm on fire again. Yeah, like they come back at the checkpoint. So if somebody goes down, like we have a full group right now. I think there's a max of 3 players allowed. But if someone goes down, they can't be like dead down like that. They cannot be revived until you reach another world stone or another checkpoint. And I'm not really sure where the closest one is, so... But now that we've been kicked back, all of the enemies are back. You know, for this, I don't think this is a shotgun. That's a pretty decent range. Looks like it's got a little bit of knockback built into it too. Oh no. Did not mean to switch shoulders. Forgot to be able to do that. I will stand in this pile of health though. This guy. Alright guys, are you going back into the burning building? Because I can only handle rolling through the fire so many times. Like I said, ammo is individual, so whoever picks it up, that's whose it is.
Watch my back!
I'm enjoying the knockback on this. I don't know why I'm standing in here. Alright. Now we can use our mod. We're gonna shoot some caltrops on the ground. This guy's now slowed down. Yeah, much easier that time. Can't believe we're just not gonna do that area over there. Oh my. It hurts me to think about. Oh, he's going back. Okay. He's ready this time. We're gonna go through the fire. We didn't start it. It was here and burning since the world's been turning.
Look out!
Why are you guys jumping? Fall damage is real.
I'm out!
I think I'm starting to feel like these guys just like being on fire. I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab a shower real quick so I can relax. Sounds good, brother. I don't know how much longer I'll be on. Shit. Then I accidentally catch up. Oh my god. I was just about to say it's not that hard. And then totally dipped it. Who's here? You guys saw me walk across this like a dozen times already. Now I'm starting to question myself, you know? So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and jump across. Hey! They made it through! I'm out of ammo. Alright, motherfucker. What's up? This is the Bare Bones Invader series. My brain's apparently just working on a theme song right now. Pick up a couple long gun rounds. There's that. Thanks, buddy. So the medic actually gets bonuses for healing their team. And like they can earn relic charges back, which is pretty fucking cool. Says the bad guy who's somewhere. Oh shit, that's him. My bad. I didn't realize he was all the way up there already. He quit. A lot of scrap going to waste in this part. Ring of the vein. And like I said, all this stuff that's being picked up is being automatically equipped. I'm not looking at what it does or anything else. It does kind of get a little clustered with 3 people I'm noticing. Always somebody standing in the middle of the lane. He just set me on fire. So there is, you do damage to your teammates. Crawl over here, buddy. I'd rather not go out there.
Then stay down.
Come on.
Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome. So these grates, when you're looking for the alchemist, are a big bonus, but not in this zone. This world, awesome, not this zone. It just doesn't pop up in the fire areas, I guess. We are running rough with ammo. Trying to make every shot count. She does not care. Oh. Not good. Let's go ahead and use our super awesome We're on fire. Damn it. Really was hoping I'd get back to him. Whew. Hey, this might be rougher than I was considering, because with no clear, concise communication, we got, you know, two different people running two different directions, and they both look exactly the same, so I'm not even sure who's who until someone's, you know, dead on the ground in front of me. Oh, yep, they just kicked us. Which, that's fine. We'll use this as a stopping point. Let's go in and look at the items we did pick up. There's a lot of different stuff you can do with some of them to like make builds and stuff out of. Your gear has stats on it, but it's pretty much literally resistance. And then you have your weight down here, which is, we are currently with the dendrite armor at 24.8, so we are light, we have a fast dodge, and no stamina cost penalty. So that's pretty fucking good. We did not get a whole hell of a lot of experience, but we did unlock this start with, and then shark. So sprinting for 1 second or evading adds 1 stack of momentum, which increases ranged and melee damage by 0.7% for 15 seconds, max 5 stacks. So just sprinting for a second can increase our damage output. That's pretty good. These are all passive, so as they're unlocked. You don't have to like pick and choose one of them. Your skills, however, this one will unlock at 5, and this one will unlock at 10. But honestly, we're probably going to stick with the Void Cloak most of the time. This is your, like I was talking about earlier, archetype trait, which for the Invader is untouchable. Increases evade window by whatever percent we're at right now. I think that says 6%. 6%. So as I'm rolling, my invulnerability window is 6% larger. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking about an Invader Summoner, because I haven't really tooled around with the Summoner a whole hell of a lot. I have enough scrap now, I think, that I could go buy one of the other archetypes, but I don't know. We'll save that question for next time. So we picked up this amulet with Mellow. Burden of the Warlock reduces mod power requirements by 15%. Activating a mod costs 15% health as gray health. Activation cannot kill wearer. I do not like this ring. So the mods are the things down here on your weapons. So that scrap shot right there, that's a mod. And as you do damage with that weapon, the mod powers up over time. Yada yada yada. So this is reducing the requirement for that, because you can have them on your primary weapon and your secondary weapon, as well as mutators, which when we get to those, we'll talk about them. But so it reduces my mod power requirement, my damage required to, you know, power that up by 15%, but it cost me 15% of my health. That's why I was losing health so damn quick. That might be a viable thing, because I know that there's amulets and rings and stuff in the game that kind of allow you to regenerate your gray health and stuff like that. So maybe that would be worthwhile later on, but not particularly fond of it currently. And then Ring of the Vein reduces invulnerability. Reduces invulnerability window on evade and combat slide by 50%. Increases movement speed while aiming by 35%. So yeah, I don't like. I'd honestly rather just not have them on. Spending at least 30% of a firearm's magazine to deal damage, increases melee damage. Okay, that's not bad because I'm going to be shooting my gun anyway. So it's the only amulet we got. We're going to use it for a while. But those two rings, just no thank you. No thank you at all to that. So, we could go upgrade weapon, but I think this is a good stopping point for here. We had kind of a stall out. We had our introduction. We met, you know, and learned a little bit about the town around Ward 13. Ward 13 is where we actually went down to the stone originally. This town just kind of like moved up from there onto the surface. Which why you would move a survival shelter outside of a bunker is beyond me, but you know, people like sunlight. We stalled out with Mello. I don't know if they were just wanting me to leave or not. So I'm gonna try to learn some of these other players' cues. But I really want to just stick with whoever's the host of that world. So that got a little confusing because I was trying to follow both of those guys because they look exactly the same. And names don't pop up as you saw. Like I can't hover over somebody and it tells me, you know, who I'm looking at. But thank you everybody for popping in. I really appreciate it. I wasn't sure how this series was gonna go. I guess I'm still not very sure. But I am really excited about it. Like I said, I've got 90 hours on my main guy here. Has pretty much damn near most of the things in the game at his disposal. So starting over and only picking up kind of scraps from other people's worlds, it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes for this character to start gaining some momentum for me. But thank you for coming and spending some time with me. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.